Big Block Laston, Cheese Monkey 57, Kill House, Connor Compton, Riley Jones, Jalen Carter, Jacob Doster, Jacob McDonald, Cheyenne Thrash, Jeffrey Morris, Leah Morris, Tanner Joy, Debbie Boyle, Mason Joy, Jennifer Sanborn, Carrie Halfacre, Richard Negron, Aaron McCarver, Meredith Palmer, Tate Nations, Kimberly Flake, Erica Fuliger, Tracy Jackson, Joel Jackson, Dixie Jackson, Garrett Jackson, Bessie Williams, Shira Shearer, Amy Smith, Calvin Harris, Tyler, Gabe, Austin, Caleb, David, Brandon, Seth, SG Loco, Hunter, Mr. T. Marine, Russell, Megan, Simon, Preston, Nathan, Megan, Steven, Drew, Marcus, Yusuf, Carl, Heston, Doc, Chris, Patrick, Nick, Maddie, Chad OK, Physics Freak, Alex, Scarlatoons, PewDiePie, Tobuscus, Zach Scott Games, Vanos Gaming, Minilad, Wildcat, Big Jiggly Panda, Louis Caliber, H2O Delirious, Daihi Denogla, FaZe Jeff, FaZe Rug, FaZe Apex, McJuggernuggets, Kid Behind the Camera, The Angry Grandpa Show, and PFB. These are all names of people that have impacted my life in some sort of way, whether it be for the better or for the worse, this past decade. Each one of these people have played a significant role in my life this past decade. Some are friends, some are enemies. But that doesn't change the fact that they all had a big influence on my life in some way or another this past decade. I just want to say thank you to each and every one of those people, whether you are an enemy, whether you are a friend, whether I haven't talked to you in a while, or whether we just talked last night. I want to thank each and every one of you for being part of my life this past decade, and thank you for the influence and the impact that you've had, whether it be negative or positive. Either way, no matter what impact you had on my life, you've changed me for the better. Whether it was a bully, whether it was a friend, you made me stronger. No matter what you have, no matter how you impacted my life, you've changed me for the better, regardless of what you did, regardless of how you spoke to me. You still changed my life for the better, and I thank you for that. I just want to go ahead and go on record and say that this is not scripted by any means. I know it might sound scripted, it is not scripted. This is coming straight from the heart. We're going into a new decade. It is coming up on 2020, which is... it's insane to think about. So much shit has happened this past 10 years. It's insane. As you heard from the names that I listed off, I have met a tremendous amount of people throughout this year. Obviously, I didn't, meet Vanos Gaming and all them, but all the YouTubers that I watched this past decade were on that list, and they all had a significant impact in my life as well. I've went through some very difficult times this past 10 years, and every single one of those people on that list helped me get through those times. Whether it was, like I said, an enemy or a friend, they still impacted my life in a positive way. I know my enemies might not like that too much. My enemies, the people that don't really like me too much, probably don't like to hear that, but sorry to say, but you did change my life for the better. Even though that might not be what you wanted to do, you still changed it for the better. There was a couple bullies on that list. You impacted my life as well in a positive way, not in a worse way. Sorry to disappoint you, but you changed my life for the better. You made me stronger. You made me be able to tolerate bullshit a lot better than I would have been able to do without you, so thank you for that. Just so much shit has happened this past 10 years, and it's insane that we're going into 2020. Like, you see in movies and stuff like that, people always regard 2020 as like the futuristic year and everything, and it's so insane to know. I remember thinking back in 2012, what is 2020 gonna look like? Not only what is it gonna look like for me, but what is it gonna look like for the world? What's it gonna look like for this country? And I gotta say, it's not that I'm disappointed, it's just I didn't expect it to look like it does, you know. When people thought of 2020 way back when, you know, they thought, oh, we're gonna have flying cars, and hell, you know, maybe the first flying car will be invented in like the next week or so, and maybe we will have flying cars by 2020, but it's just highly doubtful. But it's insane to think that we're going into 2020 right now. It's crazy. I remember when 2010, when it became 2010, I remember what I was doing Halloween night of 2010. I was watching the premiere of The Walking Dead in my living room, and that is just insane to think about. I had just turned 10 years old, the double-digit midget, as some people refer to me as, and now I'm 19. I'm gonna be going on 20, you know, September of this year, or of 2020, and it's crazy. It's unbelievable to think that, you know, just how fast time has moved on. And you know, I know I posted an Instagram video and Twitter video and all that, you know, whenever 2018 ended and 2019 started, but you know, thanking for everybody who was part of my life that past year. That was only a handful of people, you know. That was just like the close friends that I talk to now that was part of my life. I want to take this time to thank every single person who I met throughout the decade. I don't care if you were a teacher, I don't care if you were a bully, I don't care if you were a friend, I don't care who you were. If I met you, thank you so much for being part of my life this past decade, because this decade is really where I grew up and became a man. You know, I went from being 10 years old to 19 years old. That is insane to think about, you know, going from this little elementary schooler to somebody who's able to vote and shit. It's insane to think about. It's crazy to think about. And a lot of names that were on there were teachers. There's a lot of teachers on there, and I cannot be any more grateful to the teachers that I had, whether, you know, that was back in elementary, middle, or high school, or even now in college. Just thank you all, to all my teachers that I've ever had, to the ones that I have now, to the ones I had back then. Thank you so much for being this leader, to be this person to guide me through life and teach me, you know, how the world works and stuff like that, you know. And thank you to my friends, you know, old friends, new friends, friends that I haven't talked to in years, friends who I can no longer talk to because they're, you know, I've lost contact with them, friends who, you know, who have passed away, anything like that. Just thank you so much for being part of my life this past decade. You really helped me survive the decade. Like I said, there's a lot of shit, you know, that went on this past decade that I don't think I would have been able to do if it wasn't for all of you. All the names that I listed off, if it wasn't for all of you, I would not be able to have gotten through this decade. So thank you so much for that. I just want to make this quick little video, you know, just to say that, just to say all this, and thank you all, and just take a moment to really appreciate, you know, the people that I've had part of my life this past decade. For the ones who don't know, I didn't start YouTube, I didn't start playing Xbox Live or anything like that until this decade. Like, it was in 2010 or like 2011 whenever I first started playing Xbox Live, and it wasn't until 2012 that I actually had my first YouTube channel. And so just so much shit has happened this past decade. It's just insane. You know, you gotta think, you know, even the king of YouTube himself, PewDiePie, didn't start his channel until like 2010, 2011. So, you know, he started his channel this decade, you know, and look how far he's come. Just, it's so much shit has happened this past decade, and it just feels like a blink of an eye. And so, yeah, that's pretty much all I want to say in this video. Just thank you all so much who have been by my side this past decade. Thank you to the ones who tried to bring me down and, you know, try to crush me and everything like that this past decade. Like I said, you made me stronger, whether you like it or not. You made me stronger. You made me be able to tolerate bullshit. So thank you to the bullies as well. So yeah, just be grateful, be thankful for the people that you've had in your life this past decade. And yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it, and hopefully you all have a happy, joyful, and safe New Year's Eve. and I will talk to you all later.
You shout it out, but I can't hear a word you say.
Do it too much. So let's get started. First of all, I'm not gonna do it because I just got unbanned from doing it. Okay. First of all, you're gonna get the chords and then you're gonna spawn 2 of them. Once you spawn them, come up. Once you pick one up, tell y'all, because I wanted to be the first one who gave it out, is that Fortune Studios recently tweeted on the Skin Pack rivalry. Leave me be. Oh, that's just too. Take a torch, a redstone torch, and put it on that block right there. You can see that it's like a blood switch, but the waterfall actually opens up and school, and I haven't been able to have any time to make a video in a while, so I'm really sorry for that. Dang it, we didn't have enough power. Oh, we're going into the water. Below for a link that will take you to a channel called the Sorry Girls, which they are the ones who did a tutorial on how to make this. It's not exactly as
since we're into Five Nights at Freddy's, make it into Minecraft.
Blue here, and welcome back to another Minecraft, actually the very first Minecraft video that's on this channel. Oh, nice, nice. Teamwork, that's called teamwork. So bad at this.
Today's video is all about Herobrine. What the shit? What the fuck is this?
See, I hear the clock ticking, but I don't see it coming. We got another letter. There's somebody on the roof. I know there is. You can't play somebody.
You're such a You kill me immediately?
So we have a little desk here. It's not really an L-shaped desk. Maybe work snow globe, which is awesome. Got this rock. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is from a very, very popular YouTube video.
Really Condoms is a step into the future of sexual pleasure. Very petrified, just completely petrified of that type of concept. They're even broadcasting it over the comm systems inside the mall.
What the fuck?
But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, please be sure to hit that like button if you guys want to see more content like this in the future.
Gangnam Style.